What up, y'all? We live, baby.
What's up?
Hey, y'all, brother to brother, we back, y'all. Hey, money, this the last Thursday of the month, April Money Making Thursday, y'all. I'm Kuntriboi.
And I'm the bishop.
And we got a special guest right here. One of my frat brothers, man.
Yes,
one
sir.
of the good brother right here, man.
Brother 2 times over.
I'm telling you, man. So we definitely gotta say what's up to him and thank him for coming on, my brother Quentin. All right.
Quentin, what's up, man?
Welcome to the show, bro. He's always our biggest supporter. Always been on the watching our show ever since we started. Whenever we had something going on, this brother right here would be on there if nobody else was on. So it was only right we bring him on because he got some nuggets to share with you guys too today on Money Making April. Right?
Yes.
We talking about money, y'all. So that's
Still
what we're
talking about that almighty dollar. And guess what?
Long month.
He let his kids watch us too.
Absolutely, man. Because the thing is, if we ain't hitting the youngins, it ain't making no sense, man. We got to definitely educate them. So first and foremost, we're going to pay some bills.
Pay them bills,
We got to hit up all of our sponsors.
She ain't here with us this week, so we ain't getting no cuts.
So we got to get our sponsors in real quick so we can let them know thank you for being a sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Paying it forward.
Yes.
And we definitely going to pay it forward back to you by letting the people know how to get your stuff. So we got to say something to our good brother, even though he ain't gave us nothing about his spring line yet.
Yeah.
We got to get, you know what I'm saying? We definitely got to shout out Mr.
Deeper than rhymes,
Deeper
baby.
than rhymes.
Keeping us
Let's
fresh.
Thank you, bro, for what you're doing. Thanks for being a sponsor. Not Shots Maids. That's one of his favorites right
My
there.
favorite, because she let COVID clean, having it laid out, smelling zestfully clean.
And man, I wish I had her on the show because she definitely is smart about money, but definitely we going to get you on the show one of these days. The next person we want to have on is that we want to bring up is
Mr. Beasley.
Mr. Beasley.
Mr. Beasley.
Definitely got to hit up Mr.
KYW.
Beasley.
Silky Sensation.
He was on the show this month giving us some nuggets. Hey,
I was getting my hair cut today, and they was lining up at his barbershop buying his product.
I used some of his product on my little, you know what I'm saying, the little hair that I do have.
You're right. The little hair.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sporting the ball today, y'all. So y'all checking out the ball here. But thanks, Mr. Marcus, for being a sponsor as well. We also got who we got to pay the bills to anyway. Dreaming Studios. Thank you, Kira. We had her on the show last week.
That's right.
So definitely want to thank her as well. And what we got to hit her. We can't forget Dr. Neil G.
That's right.
We can't forget Dr. Neil G. Untold Chronicles every Wednesday. Check her out.
You need to check her out because she had people crying
yesterday. Absolutely.
Believe me, it's a deep show. You need to check it out.
Very deep show every Wednesday, same time, 7 p.m. And then we take over on Thursday. And then last but not least, if you want to become a sponsor or if you want to get your business done right,
you want
to be on this show right here, get up with Belinda Gale Management, baby.
Or if you want to date with this guy, you with Belinda Gale Management, baby. Man, I'm telling you,
this is what I got to deal with.
She will make your dreams come true if you're trying to build a business. If you're trying to build your brand. She will help you out. I'm telling you. She's helping us build this brand.
Absolutely.
Bring this show to you guys.
Absolutely.
Every week.
And we appreciate all the love that we receive and all the comments. We definitely going to answer your questions. We definitely going to interact with you and give you that feedback because y'all giving us the feedback. So, without further ado, we're going to get the show started, y'all. We talking about money. So, definitely ask those questions in the about 30 minutes when we get done. We're going to get into the Q&A session.
Real quick, I'll be right back.
Oh, man, here comes this guy right here. So, while he gone, and he's getting this surprise, really, I don't know what he's doing. Ain't nobody coming through the door. But this guy always got something going on. But first and foremost, let's bring on my brother, Quentin, right here. Because we got to talk about money. We got to talk about how it is because this is a single father, you know what I'm saying? So they set me up for dates. We're going to set him up for dates too. But he's a single father, but he's got that mindset now to be able to teach not only himself, you know what I'm saying, about money and betting himself in money, he's also doing it for his daughter as well. And the special guest is that we got his daughter. And look what she got on.
Look what she got on.
Money talks, baby.
That's what we did that, baby.
And we didn't even tell her to wear that. She didn't even know she was being put onto the show.
She's about to be a surprise, baby.
She's about to be a junior next year, and he's already getting her ready and prepared for this amazing journey that she's going on.
That mindset, baby.
That mindset. You got to get them ready. College is coming up soon. You got to make sure the money and the credit's going to be right. The thing is, it's setting up for right.
She's a little shy with the camera, so
I can't believe y'all put me on the spot like that, but we love that she came on. She had that shirt. We already was like, hey, we talking about money. And they just came up to be on the show. Her dad was going to be on the show, but she walked in the door with a Money Talk shirt on.
That was perfect.
So it only worked out right. We wanted to just showcase her because she's on the right track already because of this amazing guy right here. Now, so
I got a question because we was just sitting here talking before the show started, and you did something amazing. We was talking about credit and everything.
Yes.
Right. And a friend of yours said, well, you know, your daughter's age now, and you have pretty good credit. Yeah. And your credit cards and stuff, you manage your credit cards very well. So what did you do? Did you just put your daughter on your credit card?
No, what I was about to do, I was about to cancel my credit card because I wasn't using. I got a wallet for the credit card, so before I canceled it, the representative was like, "Don't cancel your credit card. You got a 15-year-old daughter.
Wow,
come on,
add her to your account, and by the time she graduate high school, get her ready for college." So that's what I did. So now even with my 850 credit score.
Come on with it, bro.
Say it again.
That 800, 850, y'all. This guy's rare, man. This is a rare
find.
So I'm getting her.
He getting her prepared, and that's a lot of things that we didn't get when we was coming in. We like to say, you know what I'm saying? We like to say, you know what I'm saying? We're getting old. Like I said, we just getting smarter. Yes. But a lot of the times when you look back, like I said, I didn't know anything about credit. I just say you get a credit card, you just go and max that sucker out. Then of course, you know what I'm saying?
Minimum.
Pay it when you can.
$35
a month. About that. Or my parents telling me, hey, let me put you on my credit card because I'm taking care of my credit like that. Let me put you on here so when you start. When you get out and on your own, you already got a good credit score. You already got credit established.
Time out. Hold on. Now you know your mama had the electric bill in your name. That's the phone bill in your name.
No, in all actuality, she did it. My mama didn't have it, but I know people that did. Yeah, I know people that did.
It's funny. The thing about it is they didn't know because it's the same concept.
Yes,
it's the same concept. But the only thing is, back then, the electric and stuff, it wasn't going towards your credit like it does now.
Right.
They're just starting to put the electric. You paying your electric bill,
and a lot of people still don't know about that.
Right. You put that on your credit now, where you're showing I'm paying my electric bill.
When I tell you the things, when we're talking about money, that's what we're gonna hit on. Since this is the credit guy, you know, hey, let's hit on that. Those are the things that we didn't know about back then, and now you got that because you can actually, you should definitely be using your credit card over your debit card.
Yes.
If you're not smart on that right there, here it is right now. We giving it to you free of charge.
Please give it to them.
We giving it to you free of charge. We like enlightening you free charge. One of my good friends do it too, but this guy right here can surely tell you anything that you want to go and get, go and use your credit card with it, and then go and pay your credit card with your bank account to be able to pay what you was going to already pay with your bills out your credit card. That way you're building that credit up, you guys, and then you're getting those points. You know what I'm saying? Or you're getting that cash back. So definitely know the type of credit cards you're getting so you can get cash back for every purchase you're doing or everything you're paying for.
The points are amazing.
It's all about that mindset.
It's about education. It's about education. Because like I said, a lot of people didn't even know now you can add your electric bill to your credit report. You can add your water bill, all the monthly bills you're going to pay for your house, your apartment, whatever. Now they're actually putting it on your credit to show, this is a responsible person. You know, not just in his credit cards or his house payment, but he's responsible or she's responsible all the way around.
Absolutely.
Now, that what they do is make your interest rate come down. Yeah, that's when you see on TV when it be like 0% interest. You be like, man, who gives 0% interest? Guess what? This guy do.
Already. So tell us what made you get, you know what I'm saying, think about that, or you know what I'm saying, what enlightened you on, you know what I'm saying, starting.
He owed me some money.
Keeping up with all that, I was in the military. Everybody know which security clearance, depending on level.
Military gang.
Yeah,
you gotta have them clearances, baby. What them secret clearances at?
You know,
top secret.
If your credit ain't right, you know they gonna snatch that from you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And when I saw my credit score, I think I was young. I was about 21, 22.
Don't feel bad.
It was pitiful, so I educated myself. Then I didn't consult with nobody. I just took my credit report. You get one free credit report a year.
Right.
And I started knocking everything down, and just as soon as I paid everything off, I noticed. Like for example, last year I had a lot of credit card debt. Came into a lump sum of money. I didn't go out and buy a brand new vehicle.
Come on now. Come on now.
I paid off all my credit card debt. I had $50,000 credit card debt.
Woo! Hold on, wait. Time out. Stop. Just stop. He didn't say $1,000 or he didn't say 500. He said 50,000. So what kind of credit he got? He got $50,000.
That's good credit. But the thing is, what I just heard from him, I'm gonna let you finish too, was that when you got that lump sum of money that came in, you know what I'm saying, no matter what it came in through, you made it work for you. You said, hey, I'm not gonna go out here and blow it on a new Benz or blow it on, hey, I'm going out here to buy, you know what I'm saying, Jordans and shoes or to go and make it rain on somebody. I said, hey, he said, hey, I'm gonna make my money work for me by getting my credit cards debt paid off to where, hey, it ain't nothing's gonna hinder me, because he got kids. He got kids that, hey, he want to put through college. He want to put through school. So that was a good mindset to have, man. A lot of people don't have that maturity to even think like that. So definitely got to give you pat on the back for that right there, brother, because a lot of people don't think like that.
Don't even think it.
You know, especially guys.
And they don't, and it's amongst us, men of color, is that stigma.
Yeah.
We're not educated. So
right.
When I paid all that debt off, that was in December. Of course, it came Christmas time, so that was my Christmas present to myself.
Come on now.
30 days later,
that's how you gift yourself.
Because everybody tracked their credit report, Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, Experian, 3 major credit bureaus. Mm-hmm. So I kept a watch, and when I paid all that debt off, it went from, and I would say, at that time I had like a 620 credit score, and I say in time for Valentine's Day, and I was by myself.
That's a hit.
I was in the 850 club.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about, man.
850, and I'm still in the 850
still there.
But I think the importance of us men, single fathers, we have to know that, hey, we can't live being not me, or we can't make it seem like we got it. And I never.
You're not trying to handle the Joneses.
No,
there you go, keeping up with the Joneses, and the Joneses don't know you.
No. And I don't portray that to my daughter, because again, she's getting ready to be a junior. I'm prepping her for the real world. When you get out there, you got bills you got to pay.
Yes.
Yeah. I tell the kids all the time, man, it's so crazy that we're talking about this, because even throughout the week, talking with some friends, we was talking about, you know what I'm saying, how the kids need to stay young as long as possible, because, you know what I'm saying, stay young as possible, because when life hits you,
it's gonna hit you hard.
I just laughed. Actually, it was today. We was talking. I was sitting at the DMV, and one of my friends, we was talking, and we was just like, man, when life hit, it hits. You know what I'm saying? But we was laughing about it. You know what I'm saying? We was laughing about our trials and tribulations. Right. I was like, a lot of people would lose their mind off of that. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, if it happened to them like that, especially if they don't have, and I give it to them, we all military, so we have a little bit more, even though some military, we can lose our minds too.
They got it, they just don't want to use it.
But it's us talking, you know what I'm saying, talking to each other, we just laughing. I said, it's something really wrong with us, because we sit here laughing about our, you know what I'm saying, the struggles that we went through, or the struggles that we're going through.
You have to laugh at it, because you look back at your younger self and be like, man, I was so stupid. I was so dumb. Just think, if I had known this back then, where I would be at right now.
Right.
So you have to laugh at it, because, and I think you're laughing at it not because it's funny, but because I realize now I'm up, I'm woke. So my mindset is different.
And it's good
now
that you're woke.
Funny.
It's good that I'm woke, that he's woke,
that
he's woke before, you know what I'm saying, it's too late. You don't want to be on your deathbed trying to wake up.
Lord.
You see what I'm saying? You want to wake up, especially if you got kids that's looking at, you know what I'm saying, looking at you. You're that example. They don't know anything about being an adult, but about watching adults. Right? So you definitely got to make sure you're being that example for them.
Now, Grant, he didn't say being grown. Anybody can be grown. And just like anybody can be a daddy. Everybody can be a father.
Did I just say that yesterday to my niece?
So everybody can be grown, because you're grown when you get of age, legal age, 18, 21, however your family do it. But being an adult,
there you go.
That's what your goal is in life.
That's what I said. That's so funny. I said that to my nieces yesterday. They was at the house and we was talking. They told me something. They part. I said, "Oh, so you grown now?"
You grown now.
I said, and I was like, "So yeah." I said, "Then she was like, No, I'm not. I'm not grown. I said I'm just trying to see if you're realizing what I'm saying to you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't grown until
you got your own.
There you go. You got your own. You can get through the struggles. You know what I'm saying? You can be able to maintain yourself when life decides to throw, you know what I'm saying, sticks and stones at you. Because they coming. No matter what, you can be at the highest level and be doing the greatest. Life is always going to happen. I always tell y'all, even probably in a couple of episodes before, I done told y'all, 3 to 6 months, life is going to hit. You have to just know that. You have to put that in your mind so you can start preparing yourself for it. So when it do hit, it ain't nothing to say, oh, you know what I'm saying, that's going to take you out the game.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That can really just put you deep down in the holes where it's like, man, I can't pull myself out. But if you know and you're preparing yourself, proactive and reactive, you'll definitely be good to go, y'all. And every situation is different.
Because my daughter, matter of fact, we had this game, his niece, my daughter, she asked me about buying a car. She was telling me to go get a used car. She said, well, I don't want no new car. You know, this, that. I said, look, let's look at this for a second. With a used car, you don't know what you're going to get. So in about a year, when you buy a used car, and most of the time when you buy a used car, within a year, you're going to either buy tires, brakes. Something's going to go wrong within a year. You buy it.
Depending on where you're buying it from.
If you
get it certified, you're good.
But that's
don't
certified.
Just go to them little Rudy.
But certified just means you have a good warranty.
You know what I'm saying?
So I said, look at a new car. You know you're not going to have no problems. And then if you do have problems, you can take it back to the dealership, not old Willie around the corner, but the dealership, and they're going to take care of it.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a station mechanic.
So it's about knowing and being, you know, mindful. And it was good that she even came to me and asked me that, because she could have just went out there and be like, I'm going to buy me a car, I don't need nobody, you know. But she did ask. Another thing, my father used to tell me, you're not grown until you got your own. He said, what's the base word in the word grown? Own. He said, until you got your own, don't even put that word out there.
Absolutely, man.
At all. Now, one other thing that I like, because we had the conversation about you coming up, because you stay in Birmingham, we're in Huntsville, which is about a good hour and a half. No, about 2 hours from where you stay at.
Yeah.
But we talked about it, and he was like, my daughter is uncertain, you know, what she want to do in college, this and another. So I said, okay, bring up to the studio and let us see the behind the scenes stuff, you know, the setup, the lighting, you know, what Belinda Gale Management is in there doing, prepping for their shows. Just give her some options, because, you know, she's on the borderline of where she wants to go. So I commend you on that.
Yeah, like I said, it's all about being in Birmingham. It's, again, like I said, we got that stigma. I watch the news every day.
And it's easy to fall into the trap. That's Lower Alabama people.
That's what
born and raised.
That's what's happening. Kids, my daughter age, they fall into the trap. Going to jail. So
real easy.
Me bringing her here, I want her to hear the message from somebody other than me.
Right.
Y'all in the military, so again, you know, hear from somebody that's not your mom and your daddy. You know,
that's a big,
because they're gonna tell you the same thing. I believe in if you hear it more than 3 times.
That's what it is. They tell the truth.
And you know, with the money thing, and I preach to her, hey, manage your money. You manage your money well, nobody will ever know.
Man, and listening to that right there,
manage your money well, nobody will ever know what you got.
One will never know what you got. Rich people, you see wealthy people, they ain't out here flaunting it out. You know what I'm saying? Well, Beyonce never is. But you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, a lot of rich people, you won't even know they rich when they out and about. They wear the most regular clothes that you can ever see. You know what I'm saying?
Beverly Hills, Billy Trump.
And so it's the same thing when it comes to us. You got to do the same thing. You got to have the same mindset when you're managing your money.
What's the rich guy, Bernie
Sanders?
Not Bernie Sanders, the other rich guy.
It's a whole bunch of them now.
Warren
Buffett. Warren Buffett.
Okay. You know, he's a million.
Wealthy, not rich. He's wealthy.
Yeah, he's
Shaq is rich. Warren is wealthy.
Warren Buffett is wealthy.
Don't do Shaq like that.
And you know what he ride around in? He ride around in 2006 Cadillac.
Exactly.
Man, y'all hear that?
Exactly.
And you know, and there's one thing too that I realized is I used to be hating when I couldn't I don't catch those deals. You know, those rich old people. Because you know they only driving their little Lincoln, that town cars or whatever, to church and back home. And they only got like only 8,000 miles on it. Car 10, 20 years old. And you can go and buy from them for $2,000. $2,000. You like, man, or $1,000. They just giving it away sometimes. Because they got money like that. But you don't see that much in our community. You know what I'm saying, when it happens like that. But I be like, man, why can't I never catch those deals like that, man? But
you ain't never been to an and back in St. Louis, I used to go out to our predominantly place called Ladue. And anybody in St. Louis know about Ladue area. But Ladue, they used to have these estate sales. And I used to go to them with one of my aunts. I know, like, they just giving this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, one guy, he gave a suit away. He gave a whole bunch of suits away to the Goodwill. When a lady went to clean the suits, no, not even clean them. When somebody purchased the suit, somebody came in right after he left and purchased the suit. He said, "I'll get it clean." It was $50,000 in the pocket of the coat. The guy gave it back to the man, and the man appreciated it, and he gave him half of that money to him. He said, "Well, you was in your heart," because he said you could have kept that $50. It was cash. It was cash.
Wow.
And he said you could have kept this money for yourself.
Man, come on.
He gave him $25,000 just for being honest. But those are estate sales, man. I'm telling you.
And I seen one time, but I didn't know what was going on. I saw a lot of people over there. But that's some good stuff, you know what I'm saying, to know about. But that just shows you people that are wealthy, they're doing things like that. They're driving the regular car. They just want to drive their car around. They ain't trying to be super flashy.
Tell me this.
And it's okay if you want to just to show your status. It's okay. We're not saying it's wrong. It's just make sure you got.
Right. You y'all remember this in the military? I know, well, I'm a little older than you guys, but my first sergeant, he used to drive around in an old beat up truck. Every first sergeant I ever had an old raggedy truck, an old car. That's my paint job. That's my coworker. Whatever I get.
I gotta say, Mr. Whitaker, that's my coworker right now. He still drives his truck.
I asked him one day, I said, "Hey, Top, now you make a whole bunch of money. Why are you driving around this raggedy?" He said, "Let me tell you something. This is my work car. Now, what my wife drives and what I got waiting on me when I get off of work is something different. But this is my everyday getting me from work back and forth."
There you go.
I was like, man, here I am with one car doing all the things he got 3 cars to do. Because it's how you manage your money. And that was one of my very first lessons in the military, how to try to manage my money.
Yep. That budgeting, all those things, those talks we talked about weeks prior to this one, all that's coming into full circle at the end, right? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm just glad to have this brother here because he's making it plain. And then like he was saying earlier, it's good to have your kids to be able to hear not only from you but from other people. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to have that. It take there you go. Take that village to raise your kids, right? Back in the day.
But she's in this conversation. I mean, she's not playing. She's not on the video game. She's not on her phone. She ain't texting, Instagramming, Twitter. She's actually engaged in this conversation right now off camera.
Absolutely. And these are the conversations you need to have with your, you know what I'm saying, have with your kids, or you know what I'm saying, let them hear that. These are the adult conversations you should have with your kids we're listening to. But you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you know, because when I was little, you know what I'm saying, when adults were sitting there talking, you won't go play, get out of here. You can't be in their face. You know what I'm saying? But these type of conversations are the conversations you should be having with your kids around, with, you know what I'm saying, other adults, so they can hear that it's coming from them, you know what I'm saying, versus the scolding, you know what I'm saying, because we can give them the scolding and have multiple people yelling at them, telling them, you shouldn't did that, and why you shouldn't did it, but we won't never get together in a calm setting and tell them how to be productive citizens, you guys. I'm talking about productive citizens, meaning you're making a difference, not only in your household, but in your community, right? How, you know what I'm saying, all the way around it. You're making you're getting involved in things that's bigger than you. You're managing your money. You know what I'm saying? That's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? He's managing money that's bigger than him. Because now it's going to flow over to his generation.
And then it breaks generational curses as well. Now, one thing he asked me to tell his daughter what I told him. I told my daughter when she was going to school, and me and my wife told her. She said she was applying for all these schools, FAMU and this and that and the other. We said, we don't care where you go as long as it's in Alabama, because as veterans, you know, we have that thing where our kids can go to school free.
$3.99.
The tuition is free. So I said, you can go here wherever you want, as long as it's in Alabama. I don't care. Then she was all like, well, I wanted her to go to Alabama, but she chose a historically black college, which I have no problem with.
HBCU, baby.
HBCU. Hey, I'm proud of them. Because they make you do your work at HBCU.
Alabama State, baby. Alabama State.
But the other good thing about your daughter is she's going to be a junior this year, right?
Yeah, she'll be a junior.
And she's enrolled into that college prep, all the college prep classes for this year. And she got like a 3.7 GPA, right?
Man, by the time she graduates, she'll probably have...
Yeah, junior.
You'll have what, 56?
Have some credits already. See?
By the time she
56, 60 credits already.
So
You can't beat.
So she'll go into college as a freshman, but a junior. I mean, a sophomore.
Well,
That's pretty much.
She'll leave, she'll have her associates by the time she go to.
By the time she go to whatever school she go to, she'll have her associate. She'll basically have her. Yeah, that's good stuff.
That takes 2 years off.
Which again, like I said, it motivated me to go back to school and finish my degree.
Look at that.
So,
Because you're in school now, man. Your last class is on Sunday.
My last day is Sunday.
That's one time. Congratulations, brother. We gotta give you an early congratulations.
But like I said, it's a purpose for me having her here so she can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are not here for me, and like we was talking about the credit report, right?
Right.
So, of course, and I'm not ashamed to say it, I pay child support.
Okay.
I do too.
So,
nothing wrong with that.
But what some people don't know, child support will help you because it's on your credit report. If you pay it, they go on your credit report.
Yeah.
So guys, stop running from your child support. Pay your child support. Get it on your credit. It helps your credit.
It helps. That's literally what.
And see, and the thing about it with the military paying it, sometimes your child support get paid twice that month.
Yeah, get paid twice.
Come on now. So you can't beat that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So guys, now that you know that nugget right there, because I didn't know that.
Pay child support.
Pay your child support. Get caught up on your child support and go and have it added to your credit report so you can get your score to hop up a couple of hundred. You know what I'm saying? Go and make it happen.
Literally goes on. If I was to pull up Credit Karma or something, you would see that it's on my credit report. And
man, you just don't even know, man, how you helping the people, man.
Sure, you just helped me. I didn't know that.
And we talking about money.
Like I said, I manage my money so now.
That's good, man.
Old enough, I manage my money so well. I don't live beyond my means.
Absolutely.
I make sure the bills are paid
on time.
It's on time payments, and sometimes they like, well, why you paying your cars off so early? I got the money, so I'm gonna pay it early.
Right.
Y'all make my credit score go over a little bit more.
You know why I don't want you to pay my cards off early? Because see what they don't tell you about credit cards. I'm gonna give y'all two things about credit cards. One, if you do have a credit card, don't pay it all at one time. Pay twice a month.
Yeah.
Once at the beginning of the month, and then like 2 days right before your due date.
Yeah, do it 15 days before the due date, and then
hey,
2
I'm
days
telling you,
before
that's gonna bump it up. But the other thing I want to tell you is they don't ever want you to pay it off because they lose out on money, that interest.
Yeah.
Because as long as you got a balance, that interest keep on
rolling
over
that daily
and
interest
over.
that you don't know about, and you wondering why it's not only going down only a couple
you
of dollars.
Paying $35, but only $5 is going to the principal.
Pay attention to that stuff, man. Pay attention, and then definitely make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, because there's so many hackers and stuff like that. This one thing, that personal thing that I like to tell people to do too: get LifeLock. Get some kind of LifeLock, some kind of protection, so you ain't getting out there getting those people stealing your identity and things like that. LifeLock is
some people,
a bomb, man.
Some
it's
people
worth
steal it.
That money that you're paying, that I pay a month, that $27 or whatever that I pay for the
It's an
premium
investment.
a month. It's an investment in my life, because now when I see something show up, it automatically send me that alert, and I can say yes, that's me, or that's no, that's me, and they'll go and do the things that need to be done. And they'll call you.
I'm a victim of identity theft.
See?
Somebody stole my wallet, and they tried to go in Zelles, and you charge
they try to charge and stuff.
They tried to apply for a Victoria's Secret card.
I got one better than that, bro. I got one better than that. I was sitting in my house in West Palm Beach. Just got paid that day. I was like, okay, I'm going to pay my bills. My bank called me and said, Mr. McNeal, where are you at right now? Wow. I said, I'm in West Palm Beach in my house. Where do you think I'm at? Well, we just got something came in from Jordan. I said, well, my daughter named Jordan. She said, no, the country Jordan.
Wow.
The country Jordan was trying to buy something.
Yeah, Zappos.com almost got me a long time ago, but I was glad that I had the LifeLock.
Yes, you have to have it.
And I'm glad that I have it because they was able to, you know what I'm saying, or you got a good credit card or a good bank that's going to call you whenever they see fraudulent stuff too. So definitely check on those things. Those are questions you need to ask whenever you're choosing a bank account or you're choosing a credit card.
What kind of protection you got for my money?
Or just go and get you some LifeLock, y'all. So your money have to be protected just as well as your life. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. And like we always say, make sure you have that insurance on your money, on your regular income.
You know what? I think we got some questions coming up. So
we got questions coming up.
Yeah, I'm the old guy, so I can't.
We got questions coming up, y'all, at the end. I appreciate all the love y'all throwing down there. What they say? Well, the Q&A will start in 30 minutes. No, I'm just playing. But as soon as we get done talking, we definitely gonna interact with y'all and answer some of the questions that y'all may have out there. But
I love it, brother. The way you are just taking not only control, but you're taking responsibility for what you're doing, and then the light is showing on your kids. Yeah. You're taking that responsibility. Yeah. And we need to say this again because it was kind of like passed over. He's a single father. He's a single father.
This guy, man, I'm telling you, man, you see what I go through, brother?
Hey.
It's all good. You on the right show.
That's right. And like I said, you guys know, of course, when I lost my father, you know, out there for me, and all I'm doing, what he gave me, I'm giving to my kids.
There you go.
And you know, it's just we looking at what's going on today. We got to prep them for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because our kids are.
That's their future. They the ones that gonna be. They the ones that gonna be taking care of us when we get old. When you know what I'm saying. When you get old and Chris, I mean, you gotta have somebody. So you gotta treat them right and get them in the right mindset. So
some people they just gonna throw them and stick them in a home somewhere and be like, gone. But hey.
But we hope not.
I'm just saying.
She's gonna take care of you. Your baby's gonna take care of you, man. So that's good stuff, man, because you already instilling that in them. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? The great thing is you got that from your dad. You know what I'm saying?
I was just gonna say, see, you be reading my mind, boy.
You got that from a great man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that great father figure that can instill, you know what I'm saying, that discipline, that mentality of, you know what I'm saying, of a great father, you know what I'm saying, to where it can flow down from you to your generation, then from there further on down.
Not just the generation. His father touched some of us frat brothers.
Right. Absolutely.
So it's the extended family as well.
Right. Exactly.
And you know, it's just you know, we got to be that village again, and you know, educate our kids, especially financial wise. Because if you look nowadays, first thing kids do, they go buy Jordans and they now you know, kids on Fortnite.
Spending money for clothes, for the doggone game. You know, the game dressing better than them.
I'm grateful that you know, my daughter, she's not into Fortnite or anything.
Well, let me go see what's going on.
You know, I tell her, hey, you know, you want this phone? This phone is my car payment and my mortgage payment. So you know. Look at, I'm gonna give you this incentive. You know, if you get straight A's,
go ahead, you gotta work for it.
You gotta
you're giving them that responsibility.
Yeah, you're gonna work for it.
A lot of parents don't even want to give their kids responsibility. They just want to pay them off so they don't bother them. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, give them this right here so they can leave me alone and go on about their business. But you ain't giving them that mentality to have or be responsible.
You have to. My daughter, like I said, I can go into her bank account. I can see how much money she got.
Come on, big money, girl. She said she got all the money.
I had to bring her back.
She got more money than I got. You know?
I had to bring her back. I'm sorry. She's so adorable. I just had to bring her back.
She's like, oh my God, I get you.
And she is a daddy's girl. And you know the other thing I like what you did when I first moved here. Yeah. And I met you.
Oh, both of them. Yeah, I had both of them.
You had both of them. And we was doing community service.
Yep. And they was out there with us. So that's life lessons, y'all. They was out there helping us with the backpacks and helping us, you know what I'm saying, get kids ready for school. And those are things that when you seeing that, they're seeing that growing up.
Yes.
They're going to continue that even when they get old. They're going to continue to want to, because that's a feel good moment. You know what I'm saying? When you're giving back and you're seeing the smile on people who don't have what you have. You know what I'm saying? Come in and, you know what I'm saying, accept something that you're giving them. It's a good feeling when you can do for people, right? So that's good stuff.
Tell me something. How do you feel?
Be shot, and I ain't the time for you to be
you know you ain't shot. Just like I'm one of your girlfriends, you'll be on the phone. What's that called? Twitter.
That's Twitter.
Whatever. Yeah. Snapchat. Pretend like I'm on it in.
For right now, until I get my thoughts together on what I really want to do in life.
That's good stuff.
I'm just doing what I can do to help myself in the future.
Okay, I like that. You said help yourself, not your father help you, but help yourself. I applaud you. First of all, I commend you because you know your GPA is 3.7. I applaud you on that. I applaud you that you got money. Can I borrow $5?
She tight, but
She tight.
That's a good way to be, young lady. That's a good way to be, young lady. That means she gonna be wealthy, y'all.
She tight.
Woo! You know what I'm saying? Start them kids off, you know what I'm saying? Right. Be tight with your money.
Did you hear what she said? Did you really hear what she said? She said, I'm grateful, and it's teaching me how to help myself.
Come on now.
She didn't say, my daddy gonna help me, mama gonna help me, granddaddy gonna help me. What she said, I'm gonna help myself.
Come on now. Golly, man, we have more kids like this.
Man, that's
deep.
We do, but it's just we gotta just gotta push them and and tell them to understand.
We gotta push them. We gotta get out in the community. We gotta reach out to them.
No, it don't grow on trees.
We gotta reach out to them and let them know, you know what I'm saying, to have these talks, you know what I'm saying? And, that's why we doing this right here. And it's not just for us. Sit your kids in front of this so they can grab onto a lot of things. You say, hey, this is what I've been telling you now. These guys right here, they're hearing it from men. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can hear from women all day. But it's always good to be able to hear from because it's not that much. That presence is not there.
They always hear from women.
Yeah.
It's the man president a lot of kids are lacking in this day and age.
Right.
And it's been going on for a long time. So to hear from men,
right,
it goes a long way.
Absolutely. Single
moms, single dads, it go a long way. Now everything that you've been trying to feed them, or on the other side, everything you've been trying to feed this knucklehead, and he don't want to listen. Let him listen to this.
Absolutely.
That may turn him around.
We had a question out there that was asking, you know what I'm saying, what do you do to get your kids, you know what I'm saying, set up, so they can get their credits to get them ready for college. You just get them into college prep classes. You just, you know what I'm saying, sign them up for college prep classes. Because there's a lot of things out there, especially if you're in high school right now. It's all about, so your parents, first of all, being involved in school. Now, I don't have no kids, but I just know this because me going through high school, I talked with my guidance counselor. You know what I'm saying? My mom and my sister was involved. They made sure I was taking class to be able to get those advanced diplomas, you know what I'm saying? Things that was out there, and didn't let me slack on it.
With that, for the viewer that asked that question, it starts with the school system. And she's fortunate enough to be at a school that I graduated from, which I told her, man, we didn't have this program. We didn't have this program when I was in school. She enrolled in the early college program, and
it's called the early college program.
I told her to go for it. I said, go for it, and she's taking college classes on top of her regular classes. It all depends on the school system. Birmingham City school system, only one school in Birmingham has that early college program. Now the other schools, we call them over the mountain schools.
Okay.
They have the early college program, but you got to pay.
Those are private schools.
Yeah, well, yeah. I call them
over the mountain.
Yeah,
school.
Yeah. If you watch MTV 2 days back in the day, school, Hoover High School.
Yeah,
I remember they have it.
Where Ricky Smiley led.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have to pay into that program. My daughter don't have to pay into
it.
Upon her completing this early college program, I'm grateful that she want to go to Howard University, but she could, with this early college program, she can go to UAB, which is one of the top.
Oh man, right there in Birmingham. Yes.
She can go to that school for
top tier.
Not only because I'm a veteran, which I told her, hey, I'm going to tell you how to keep money in your pocket. Financial aid. Fill out your financial aid paperwork.
Yes.
Take the money,
free money.
Take the money, keep it in your pocket. And you can go buy your Lexus that you want.
You forgot one other part.
And she got my best benefit.
The best benefit, that's $1,200 a month.
With that, and then whatever scholarship that she get. So
come on now.
That's what I've been doing for my daughter because it was done for me. I didn't take that route. I did a semester up here at Alabama A&M. September 11 happened. I had to go off and defend the country. But when I saw you said the money that was coming in, so I saw how much money I was making at that time, and I never looked back. But I did all that. I just 16 years later, I came home on a promise to my daughter that I was coming. I wanted to do 20, but I made her promise. I'll be on.
You'll be on. And that's understandable. You made the sacrifice, and then
did my duty, and you kept your promise.
Yeah, and I kept my promise, and that's what some people don't understand about the military when they say, "Oh, you retired."
Right.
Do y'all understand the sacrifice we made?
The sacrifice that we made,
man.
I mean, you missed
Christmas,
a lot of
birthdays.
growing up, first walks. A lot of people miss a lot of those things. So
and my marriage,
and that's hard.
My marriage is suffered. So been married, been around the block of times, but my marriage is suffered. But again, I think my relationship with my daughter, which is getting better.
Okay.
And so, like I said, I'm just prepping her for the real world.
It's getting better because look at she's here with you now. She's engaged in this conversation.
Yeah. That's good that you're doing it because a lot of people won't even do that. They just let them feel for themselves.
Whatever, you're
so
whatever. Just graduate. That's the only ambition.
Another question that came through was, what I'm saying, what are some ways to help you build your credit? Which he gave a lot of nuggets, but he's gonna throw them back at them.
Pay your bills on time.
Pay bills on time.
Pay bills on time. Don't be late.
don't
be late.
Don't be late. At least don't be 30 days late. But you know what I'm saying? 30 days, 60 days, 90 days.
The other thing that people don't know either is your debt to credit ratio.
Your debt to income ratio. And
stop.
Don't stop applying here and there.
Right.
Just because they say
you're pre-approved.
Don't
mean you're gonna get it. Right.
Because I monitor my credit so much. I look at all my inquiries, and just because you can apply for a loan credit card, that inquiry ain't gonna go off your credit for the next.
For 2 years, and it takes it those take points. Especially if you don't get approved, it takes more points. If you get approved, it still takes a point or two. But if you don't get approved, it takes more points.
It's like 15 or 20 points.
So to keep your credit and get your credit right, like you said, do all those things. There's so much, more ways you can do it. If you get a credit card, like I said, don't exceed, that percentage. You should only be utilizing only 30% of that credit card that you get. Right? So,
I was just gonna say that. Don't max out your credit card. Just 30%. That doorbell go again. That means we probably got a guest coming in.
Utilize your credit, right? You know what I'm saying, and just making sure you aren't going out there doing the most with it.
Right.
Like I said, if you're going to use your credit card and you got to go and pay your bills and that maxes it out, use your check when you get paid. So pay those bills and pay it off at the end of the month. I'm telling you, it's going to build your credit up faster.
And another way is because everybody got Facebook. If you look on Facebook, you got all these credit repair group, credit building group.
Yeah.
Which is another way. That's where I went. I took that and I got to ask some questions. Getting all these inquiries removed.
Yeah.
If you got a lot of inquiries or if you got stuff that's paid off, sit down and write that letter. Hey, I paid this off on this date,
and it reflect.
And send it to your credit bureaus. It's 3 transgender.
I'm gonna shout out one of my friends, Miss Wendy Pratt out there. Got to shout out her. You got some friends that know how to do credit or take care of your credit. You know what I'm saying? Before you do those letters, that ain't gonna hit you across the head. Definitely get with them. If you don't want to be the person to write the letters, I know a lot of people, I don't want to write the letters. It's easy, but hey, you know somebody that can do it. My homegirl Wendy, she's one of them.
But you know what I also learned about credit?
Look into those things.
I didn't know this about credit. When you have multiple addresses on your credit, that hurts your credit.
When there's also those things that we need to avoid. That's one of the things. One of those things that we need to avoid when building credit. We was just telling y'all that. You know what I'm saying? About, going and spending over, you know what I'm saying, 30,000 or those people that's telling you pre-approved. Avoid those. You know what I'm saying? Don't just because they say, you pre-approved for $6,000 and you think you're gonna get it, and you get it there, you deny because your credit. You need to make sure you're monitoring your credit report. Get that credit report, that free credit report once a year. Monitor what you got on there, and then monitor what you're doing throughout the year. If you get the LifeLock, it's gonna let you know every month what you got, you know what I'm saying, and what's going on and where your score is going.
But the best thing I can recommend you do, even before you get to your credit and stuff, sit down and make your budget out. See, like we said earlier, he gave some stuff up. He didn't need all that cable and stuff. I do, but it's part of my budget. I need my cable. But you got a budget, okay? Hey, it's just a quick spreadsheet. If put like this, if y'all need it, I got a spreadsheet that'll help you budget your money every month. You put what you what you put in.
For that. It's an app.
You got an app for it.
Yeah,
but if you don't know that app, you own like being on a spreadsheet.
He
SMS me. I see that spreadsheet.
Technology is out there. Utilize that app. Put it on your phone. Everybody's all in their phone. Utilize the app. Put your budget in there. Everything that you're paying for right now, bills wise, your expenses and things like that. That right there is one of the biggest things that helped me realize what I didn't need, right? versus what, things that I wanted. Everything that I needed was, hey, this is what I need to keep. Everything that I just wanted that was not good, it was just costing money just to go out the window. Right. It caused me to live paycheck to paycheck. I got rid of.
I need my cable, so I made it fit my budget.
But also, with that, like you got all these, they giving free consultation.
Right.
United Way, they give free credit consultation plans. It's just a matter of
military. Y'all got so many avenues out there too.
And he said classes, not just
y'all got a lot of financial classes. They even give them now. Since I noticed since the pandemic, even like my banks, they were saying, hey, we're doing this free Zoom for financial advisory and stuff like that. Free reporting on like www.annualcreditreport.com. You can get your free credit report every year. But definitely make sure you're doing those things, you guys. Everything is scrolling down at the bottom.
It's scrolling, baby. We're gonna get all the information. It's scrolling, baby.
Check it out. All right. So,
reading is fundamental. It's scrolling.
And if anybody out, like I got Capital One credit card.
Capital One's
definitely get you a Capital One.
They do credit monitoring.
Yes, Capital One.
I love Capital One.
Capital One definitely.
What's in your wallet?
If you start with a little $500 one. Capital One will help you get you
right.
Federal,
and even if you're not
get you a credit
military person, if you know somebody that was in the military, they can help you set up a Navy Federal.
They can help you. Yes. Let me see. Because I just bought my first home. I bought it last year.
Home owner too. Single parent, 850, home owner. Man,
the first thing I did because I'm a home.
Man, you better be getting hit up left and right.
You come out of hat with a rap.
He tagged on this too.
And y'all see me cut my grass, so I got my Lowe's card.
See,
I got my Lowe's card, and I got to get them on that too.
See,
so they
utilize the stuff that you use.
You can monitor your credit report.
Right.
Yeah. So a lot of these credit card agencies, they gonna ask you, do you want to monitor
and
your
credit? And it's free.
Right.
And it's free. You don't have to pay
with the card.
Absolutely. And those are things you definitely need to make sure you're taking advantage of, especially if you're going to go out there and get it. But definitely take care of your credit.
I'm sorry.
I got to stop right here. Money.
I got to stop
credit.
I got to stop right here because I'm sitting here with two single men. And a lot of you ladies always
definitely scrolling at the bottom,
you guys.
Always
complain
about monitoring. You got the LifeLock.
I'm not trying to get no data. I'm just saying, listen what I'm going to say, ladies. A lot of y'all ladies always complaining. What's that old saying? He got too many ain't got. He ain't got no CAR, ain't got no JOB, ain't got no APT. You have two men, responsible, respectable men here, right in your face. So don't tell me. I don't want you guys to say ain't no good men out here because you hit the trifecta with these two. Homeowner. His house is being built right now. Credit straight. Oh, good Lord, they FICO score. Woo! That should turn you on right there by itself, that FICO score.
Yeah.
I mean, and then responsible with not only themselves, but giving them nuggets to their kids so they can live the same way that he's become accustomed of living. So I'm sorry, I just sat here and looked at you two, and that just brought that to mind. Because it's not often you see in celebrity world, but you guys are right here. You guys are everyday people. It's different from hearing from all them big time people that making all that money and all these rappers and hearing the same kind of conversation for us. Exactly, but hearing it from you guys that they can see every day. Right. It carries a long way. Jay-Z can tell me about money all day long. Jay-Z, you ain't got no money problems.
Right.
I'll tell you. So when I graduated, when I came out of high school, of course, Carlos Dance, I played ball with him. Jericho Cox played ball with him. Kerry Rose played ball with him. All those guys made it to the league. Mm-hmm. So they went to the league, and I went to the military. So when I would be home on leave, we were young. They would be in the club, playing ball, renting limos around through the city. So and I was like, I can't have that life of luxury because what y'all get for practice or going to weight room, that's my paycheck for the year. That's my salary for the year. But I saw what those guys were doing, and so I'm looking at myself now. I'm looking at them. So they're just the average. They're just the average man like me. It's when we get money, we
right. And we said that. What we said. It's all how you manage.
They were buying Jordans and gold, like this gold chain I got. I done had
make the money. Don't let it make you.
I done had this same gold chain for 17 years.
Yeah.
Same gold chain. The day she was born, I bought the gold chain.
See that? Making the money, not letting it
I
make you.
was watching this TV show called American Greed.
Yeah.
And they talked about this in Detroit. They had this family that started the Detroit paper, and their family was wealthy. I mean, they gave money to open up all these museums in Detroit. Well, the family died. They had 2 heirs, a brother and sister.
Okay.
Both of them got over $100 million when they sold the TV show. I mean, not the TV show. When they sold the newspaper, they got over $100 million a piece.
Right.
And American Greed show, and she had some bad investors and advisors because they said she would never run out of money. Nope. Guess what? Both of them ran out of money within 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Another example.
You hear of a lot of people that win lottery and their money is gone within 3 months.
Let me tell you another prime example. Trent Richardson.
Yeah.
He played football for Alabama. Said, you know, he had so many hands out, you know, when he got his contract. He didn't know where his money was going.
Shoving it out.
I worked at BMW, and he came in, he had to order a window. And I said, well, hey, Trent Richardson. And again, like I said, we see all these people, these celebrities. They don't. It's what they put out there. They're not living that life.
They're not living it.
Because again, they got to pay financial advisors.
Oh yeah, they got to pay all.
You got to pay all these people to take care of your kids. The cars that they got, those aren't cars like we got. They got leases.
Right.
Thank you.
They leasing those vehicles.
Thank you. And that's one of the things that a lot of people are. You know, I'm a fan of the leasing. You know what I'm saying? I own a couple of cars, so but I my next one will be a lease. But like I said, I would say get a lease only if you're gonna have if you gotta have a car. You gotta have one that you pay.
That gotta be your secondary
vehicle. But
not your primary.
You know what I'm saying? Those things to think about. But like I said, money, you gotta be willing and able to have that smarts when it's coming to money, because money can take over. Money, there's a little green piece of paper, right? But that's something that can destroy your life, man. It can make your life, you know what I'm saying, where you want it to be at, because you got the mentality to control it. Like I keep saying, don't let the money make you. You make the money. Don't let it make you.
If it make you, it's gonna make you broke.
Yes, and it's gonna have you in. I ain't gonna say nobody's name, but go ahead.
And what I'm trying to teach my daughter also, and like when she go off to college, you know, if you got food in your dorm room,
why you going to Burger King?
Don't go to McDonald's.
Come on now.
I tell her that all the time.
She know how to cook.
Yeah,
well, that's done deal.
But you know, it's still like on the way up here, I say, you hungry?
Yep.